Good morning. It's Friday and not Saturday because it's vacation week and I have plans Saturday. Um, all right, so important things you need to know for this week. First is I got my hair done. So you know there may be some discussion about it. I don't know. It won't last. The second thing is everything from week 11 looked great. I feel like the conversation, especially the discussion, is just making me so happy because I really feel like it's sort of gotten to that space where you're responding to each other beautifully. So thank you. That I'm glad that you've been focusing on that. The response pieces are good. I'm getting some really creative stuff, some really thoughtful stuff. This week, what we're doing is I call it nutritious books, books that are that can give academic content as well as just being a good, exciting read. We've got some nonfiction ish graphic novels in here. Everything is coming from a place of theoretical history. There's some historical fiction, Codename Verity, which is a stunning book. Under a Painted Sky, which I really liked. It's more actiony. Boxers and March, which both graphic novels dealing with sections in history. Actually, Boxers is fictionalized, but March is theoretically a memoir. So that's actually, I catalog it under nonfiction. And then Day of Tears and Drowned City. Again, Day of Tears is historical fiction based on a real event, and Drowned City is another one that's nonfiction, but it's graphic and so has, you know, it's real. So this week is pretty much the same as the other weeks as far as format. As far as blogs, your blogs are killing me. My interlibrary loan pile is immense. Um, your discussion, continue on the way that you've been doing. And then for your response piece, if you want this week to do something a little different, if you want to, set up a what is it called? We haven't done any lesson plan. If you want to do a lesson plan involving your work, feel free to do that. It doesn't have to be specific. You don't like, well, I know this teacher will do it with me. It doesn't have to be that real world, but set it up as if it were real world. Make sure you put the standards in there if you're going to use it, because that's one thing that we have to make sure we do whenever we're working with students and another teacher. The other thing is format. I'm not really fussy about a format. Just make sure Salem State has a format for lesson plans in the ed department. I have a link in my other class, but I don't for here. But you should be able to find it without a problem. And I'm assuming that other professors in this department have had you use it before. But you don't have to. You can Google lesson plan format, and I'm fine with that. Basically, what are you going to teach? Why are you going to teach it? What are the activities? And if you want to put in anything, accommodations for that thing where students who learn differently have different tiers, differentiated instruction. If you want to make sure you have something with differentiation, or if you have something for if you have students who have, if you have accommodations for students who have any kind of special educational needs. All right, so that's it. The content is down here. It's all written down. I really like the that teaching through the Common Core, the thing that they do with American-born Chinese. Take a look at that. That's probably that's more detail than you'll put in something that you do, but it's a nice look, and frankly, there's going to be the occasional English teacher who you can like insinuate yourself in with them. I find that history teachers, at least at this point, I've been in my school 13 years, they trust me with the research piece. English teachers are a cagey bunch. I used to be one. I know their ways. And, well, teachers can sometimes be territorial, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't keep trying and that we don't have a lot to offer. So, anyway, that being said, go about it however you like, whatever interests you. And boy, we got one more week after this, and the following week. Well, I'm very excited about the last week, but we'll talk about that later. All right, have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, you know where the email form is in Canvas, and I'll be keeping a look on the discussion. And have a great weekend.